Visit CCGCastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Check the description or visit CCG Castle for more. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. Today we're looking at another deck for the standard format, and this time we have Seismitoad Garbodor. Yes, it's item lock and ability lock, so 2 in 1. I should say very good and very interesting and very funny deck to play. So, as you know, a lot of people these days are just playing those West Queen, Wild Plume, and actually the second very popular deck with the item in standard format is that Trevenant. So basically Trevenant with the Forest Cursed, I guess. It's just very powerful ability which says that when it's in the play, when Trevenant is in the active spot, your opponent cannot play item cards. The same thing does Seismitoad EX with the Quaking Punch, but actually you need to attack with him to item lock your opponent. But with the Garbodor as support, you can just use that Garbotoxin ability and just shut down that item lock from your opponent, Trevenant, and pretty much take the easy win right there. Because if you can item lock your opponent and he can't play item cards and you can't play item cards since you have that Garbotoxin Garbodor, I guess you're pretty much favorable person to win. And also you have those Rough Seas who can actually help you to scrap the damage from Trevenant from your water Pokemons, and also those Super Scoop Ups can just help you to reduce that damage more and more when you take it actually more than, for example, 160 or stuff like that, or maybe even more with Fighting Fury Bell, so you can just flip the coin and get heads and remove all damage counters from your Seismitoad EX. So, 12 Pokemons, 37 trainer cards, and 11 energies, which is actually 60 cards in total. I got actually idea for this deck, I don't know, when actually Garbodor was printed in Breakpoint, but to be honest, I never played it, I never tried to build something with it, and definitely I need to credit the German National Championship winner, Christopher. I don't know surname, so sorry for that, but definitely credits go to him because he played that Seismitoad with the Max Elixirs, and actually that idea is definitely good because with Max Elixirs you can actually accelerate your bench in Seismitoad, and that can definitely help you a lot. In my opinion, it's definitely good to play Max Elixir because you can have turn 1 Seismitoad with the Quaking Punch since you're running those Max Elixirs. Yeah, I pretty much have almost everything in this deck. So a lot of different cards, so let's start from the Pokemons. 3 Shaymin EX for the setup, pretty much just to get cards and set everything ready. When you set your Shaymin ready, you can just AZ it or Super Scoop Up from the play, so it's not a big deal. Also, Hoopa is time 1 right here with the Sconda Ring. It can also help you to Ultra Ball for Hoopa, and after that you can bench it down, search your deck for 3 more EXs, up to 3 more, and put them into your hand. 2 Trubbish and 2 Garbodor with the Garbotoxin. A single Articuno with Delta Plus who can actually help you with the 3 edge, maybe to get double or triple prize if you knock out your opponent EX, so definitely good for the finish the game. Triple Seismitoad EX is the main attacker with the Quaking Punch and Grenade Hammer. From some item cards, I'm running Single Escape Rope, which can definitely be good. You can find yourself in a huge trouble if you start to play against those Jolteons, and if you cannot one-hit knockout Jolteon, it's kind of tricky to beat it, so that's the reason why I'm running 1 Escape Rope in this deck. Also 3 Max Elixirs for energy acceleration. A single Super Road is definitely good in this deck because it can help you to put either way Seismitoad or Water Energies back into your deck. Also 3 Super Scoop Ups. I'm running a lot of cards times 3 right here because I need actually to have a lot of different resources in deck, so that's the reason why I'm running 3 Elixirs, 3 Super Scoop Ups, 3 Trainer's Mails, 3 Float Stones, 3 Rough Seas, just so I can have pretty much triple card and a better chance to get something. So 3 Super Scoop Ups, which can help me to remove either way Shaymin for setup, Hoopa from play, Seismitoad with a lot of damage and more and more plays. Super Scoop Up definitely good right here. 3 Trainer's Mails. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You can take any trainer card you find there, expect for the Trainer's Mail into your hand, so definitely good card. Also, times 3, 4 Ultra Balls and 4 VS Seekers. I can't play less than that, so that's pretty much staple. Single AZ, which can also help me without flipping a coin to remove something from play. One Lysander, so no space for another one, but definitely even one is good. Two Ents, definitely a very good supporter, especially for the late game when your opponent maybe goes down to one card, but probably not going to happen if you can set up pretty good, and if you get lucky to set up turn 2 Garbodor and Item Lock, or maybe even Grenade Hammer. Three Professor Sycamores, a single Team for a Grant, actually can help you to scrap one energy from one of your opponent's active Pokemon. One Xerosic, it can help you to remove tool or special energy from play, so definitely good card instead of those crushing hammers and enhanced hammers. 3 Rafseas to heal the damage of. 3 Fighting Fury Belts for 10 more attack and 40 more HP. 3 Floatstones, so you can have free retreat, and 11 water energies in total. So very good deck. I actually played a lot with it and it works pretty good, so I will actually try to record maybe 2 or 3 games, maybe one longer game, so you can actually see the full potential of this deck. But you know what's the main focus of this deck? Main focus is to Quaking Punch turn 1, turn 2 came on the bench with the Garbodor, attach that tool so you can shut down your opponent's abilities, and from there you can just control an entire game with those Lysanders and Team for Grants and Xerosic and stuff like that. So, as usual, if you're looking for any of these cards, you can find them on CCGCastle.com, so definitely check that. And let's go to the game test so you can actually see this deck in the action. Alright, so welcome to the testing. Let's try to kick off by going first, so we can actually set up Seismitoad with some energies and Trubbish for turn 2, Garbodor, so I can actually item lock my opponent. So, not the best opening hand, I should say that, definitely. I start with my Shaman. At least I have that Hoopa, and actually with the Hoopa I can grab one Seismitoad and maybe one more Shaman, so I can actually try to set up. So, starting with the Hoopa, with Scorn the Ring, I can grab double Seismitoad and one of my Shamans, so I just want to have 2 attackers. It's always good to have 2 attackers, and there is actually a very good chance that I can hit also Max Elixir with my first 6 cards. No sign of the energy. Alright, never mind, so it's going to be another Seismitoad. I'm going to play my Rafseas and Shaman for 3 extra cards. After that, if I don't get pretty much nothing, I will just, well, play my Professor Sycamore and hope that I can actually find that Trubbish for my bench. So I need to be very cautious right there. I need to discard both V-Seekers that I had in my opening hand. So there is a Ultra Ball, but before I play Ultra Ball, I will try to play Super Scoop Up. And there's a head, so I can remove Shane from the active, promote my Seismitoad. I was also able to retreat that Hoopa, but I can maybe try to do right now. Nope, I just hit the tail, so it's going to be a Ultra Ball for Shaman, and I guess that AZ. So I can grab one of my Trubbish and bench them. Okay, not bad. What else I can do? Pretty much nothing. I already have 2 energies, so I can next turn item lock my opponent. He's probably not going to be able to attack me, so there's a Fighting Stadium and Corina. Yeah, I mean, I discarded a lot of resources already. 2 Super Scoop Ups, I'm only playing 3. 2 Max Elixirs, I'm playing 3. 2 energies, I'm playing 11 in total. So a lot of resources already discarded, but it's not a big deal. Since turn 2, it's going to be a very explosive turn for me. I can also use my Grenade Hammer, which is definitely very good. So I can actually remove... Oh, there's a Regirock. Very interesting. But I can actually remove those damage with something like Rafseas. And there's a Never Enough, so he decided to discard 1 energies in order to grab 2 more. I will definitely play right here Super Scoop Up, so I can actually replay my Shaman for 4 extra cards. Very good. I can also use my Grenade Hammer, so probably I'm going to use Grenade Hammer this turn. And I'm going to play some damage counters on my Seismitoad and maybe another Seismitoad if I can hit it. Oh, there's a Super Road, so I will definitely put those Shaman and energies back into my deck. I also have it via Seeker, but I don't know if I want to play it. So I guess I will just go right there with my... I can even go with my VS Seeker. I will definitely go with VS Seeker for Professor Sycamore. I just want to get fresh 7 new cards. I don't need any of these cards, actually, to be honest. So there is a Ultra Ball for Xeraseek, and let's go with Professor Sycamore. And I will grab my Garbodor right here so I can actually item lock my opponent after I decide to... After I actually play one more time my Shaman for a few extra cards. So 4 extra cards, I'm looking for that tool so I can item lock my opponent. No sign of the tool, but there's double Trainer's Mail, so I will probably be able to hit Floatstone, so there is 1 Floatstone. And right now I can just lock down my opponent, but he decided to quit the game, so let's move to another game. Alright guys, so welcome back to game number 2. That game number 1 was actually kind of fast. Well, I was able to item lock and put my Garbodor in play, so my opponent was actually not able to do nothing. I was also able to use that Grenade Hammer and knock him out, so definitely good start for me that was. So my opening hand, just a single Seismitoad without any supporter or maybe Ultra Ball for searching something else in my opening hand, so I guess this is definitely not something that I was expected to get, but it can happen. From time to time you can get very bad hand, you can get very perfect hand, so it actually happened in real life the same as in same on the online. So there's a Battle Compressor for my opponent, and he can discard up to 3 cards with the Battle Compressor. On the other side it's a Dedenne, so Dedenne can search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench, or you can use Energy Short and hit for 20 times the number of the energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So a lot of people plays the Dedenne as a tech in some decks against those Yveltals and Yveltal EX, because with the Muscle Band you can actually almost one-hit knock out your opponent Yveltal EX if he have, for example, 4 energies, but probably a lot of Yveltals will just have maximum 3 energies. So you can actually with the Muscle Band hit for something like 80 times 260. So there's a end for my opponent, so he actually do me a favor because my opening hand was quite bad, and I mean this is actually the same thing, nothing better. On the other side it's a combi, so it's a Wesp Queen, and I will have some kind of the weakness on it. So I also see that Zora, so that means that he also ran that Zorak. With the Zorak he can actually stand in and retreat. At least I need somehow to item lock my opponent and to set up my Trubbish for next turn, but I need first to top deck something like a Energy or maybe even better Ultra Ball so I can completely set up. I hope this is going to happen. So double unknown play for my opponent. There's also Bunnelby and a Yveltal, and this is going to be a 3rd unknown in his discard pile, so that means that he can also drop 1 more extra card. And speaking about unknown, that means that he can also increase the damage that Vespiquen does for 10 more damage, so that needs to be very good. And there's a VS Seeker for another end, so I would probably get another end on my next turn, so at least there's a good chance that I can get something. But before I go with my N, let's see what I can... before my opponents go with the N, let's try to play that Max Elixir, attach it to that Articuno, and attach 1 energy onto my Seismitoad. This is going to be a Quaking Punch. That's pretty much all that I can do in this situation. Hit for the 40. Item lock my opponent, so at least he can't play those item cards. I have 220 HP, so speaking about 220 HP is meaning that my opponents need, like, for now he can hit for 50 and 20, 70. That's 140, so he needs 3, 5. He needs something like 2 more, even 3 more Pokemons in his discard pile, and Vespiquen with the DC, so he can actually one-hit knock out my Seismitoad. But if he wants to do that, he also needs to retreat that Dedenne from play, and this is not going to be very easy. In the meantime, if he decides to answer me, there's a good chance that I can actually charge some energies onto my Articuno so I can use my 3 edge, and there's a 0-6. So he decided to go with the 0-6 so he can scrap that. So he can actually scrap the tool from my Garbodor, but I guess I can't do too much right there. I mean, I'm forced to play that Quaking Punch. This is at least increase the damage that Combi and Vespiquen can input, but at least I find by myself N, and there's a good chance that I can actually use it. So this is going to be a Vespiquen. So for now he can hit for 3, 4, 5, 6, 120. So in totally 120 damage. That's the maximum damage output that he can do, and this in this situation because Quaking Punch item lock is just in active spot. So there's a N. I'm going to take 5 new cards, so definitely very good. And I can't complain about this. So I got my Super Scoop Up, Max Elixir, Rough Seas. Oh, there's a stand-in. So pretty much nothing for my opponent, and I can actually play my Lysander, so I can Lysander his Combi and knock him out. Unfortunately, he does not have resistance, so I can definitely use that. So this is going to be a Lysander, but before I go with my Lysander, I'm going to play my Max Elixir. Maybe I can find another energy for my Articuno. Yeah, that's pretty much all. I mean, I don't want to bench down actually that Trubbish because it will just increase the damage that my opponent can do with his Zoroark for 30 more, and there's no chance that I will do that. So, a knockout, easy knockout. There's another Super Scoop Up at this moment. None of those 2 Super Scoop Ups are helping me. And I actually increase the damage for 10 more that Vespiquen can do. So for now he has 6, 7 Pokemons in his discard pile. Oh, this is going to be even more. So there's a Raichu and an Yveltal EX, so 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in the total. And for now he can hit 220 damage, 1-hit knockout with the Vespiquen if he can find double colorless energy, but he was not able to find one. And there's a Trainer's Mail, so what can I find right here? Ultra Ball or Professor Sycamore? I guess I will just go with my Professor Sycamore in this situation. I think this is actually a better option instead of filling my bench with the Pokemons. This is going to be also Professor Sycamore, so all I really need right here is just a single energy card. Okay, a single energy, and I might be able actually to play Escape Rope and force my opponent maybe to promote Zoroark, or I can just go straight away. Nah, I think I will just go straight away right here. I will take the risk. I will just use my Grenade Hammer, but before I do that, I will actually... I'm still thinking. I will place one of my Shaman so he can actually get some damage, and I might be able to find Floatstone. Nope, no sign of the Floatstone, so never mind. Let's just use Grenade Hammer, knock out that Shaman, and put 3 damage counters on Garbodor and 3 damage counters on that Shaman EX. So 140, I can grab 2 extra prizes, and all I really need for the next turn is just a single energy card and 2 heads of the coin flip, so I can actually drop double prize with my Articuno and finish this game. So at least my opponent can right now play item cards. I just gave him opportunity to play item cards, but all I really need in this situation is just to somehow stay in a game without my opponent playing N, so I can definitely try to knock him out with my Articuno 3 edge. Yeah, I mean, 2 heads on the coin flip. That's pretty much all I really need because I'm not playing those Muscle Band. But even if I play Muscle Band, I will need 2 coins on that, 2 heads on that coin flip. So there's a Ultra Ball, and this is probably going to be a Ultra Ball for the Shaman EX. Let's take a look on how many VS Seekers my opponent played. 3 VS Seekers, so that's actually very interesting. He definitely needs to find that. He definitely needs to find double colorless energy, and I might made a misplay by not looking for that tool on my turn before, but I guess it's not a big deal. So he's still down to like 4 prizes, and All I really need is just a single Lysander and one heads on the coin flip so I can knock out that combi and actually drop 3 prizes. So let's see if I can get one heads for the victory right there. So this is going to be a Versus Seeker for that Lysander. I'm not going to play any other card. I will just go straight away for the knockout with my 3 edge. So let's see, 1 of 3 heads. So there's a 1 heads and 2 heads. So actually I had enough damage with those 2 heads to even knock out that Westy Queen and grab the victory. So let's move to game number 3. Alright guys, so welcome to the final game for this deck testing. I will probably start second because I lost that coin flip, but we should see that. I never know what my opponent can choose. If I start second, there's a good chance that I can start with my Quaking Punch on my turn 1 since I'm running 11 energies. Oh boy, this hand does not look promising, but I hope I can top deck something better. At least I can buy some time with my Articuno chilling side. On the other side, it's a Raikou with that shining body, which says that if you have any energy attached on your Raikou, you can actually reduce the damage for 20. So there's another Raikou and a Magnemite. Okay, so double Raikou on turn 1 and a Magnemite. So he played that Pokemon Fan Club, so he already played supporter card. There's a Trainer's Mail for the Max Elixir, I like that, so he also played those Max Elixirs. There is 1 energy on the Raikou and a Max Elixir. If he can hit another one, he can have 2 energies on his turn 1 in play. So playing a Rough Seas against my opponent right here can actually be very tricky. I guess I will just go with one of my energies right there, and with my N, I don't know what I can get, so actually not bad. So there's a Hoopa, but I don't even know if I want to play my Hoopa or I will just go with my Ultra Ball for my Seismitoad EX in this situation. So Seismitoad and a Max Elixir, and after that Shaman for 5 cards. Oh, luckily there was 1 energy card, so I can have also 2 energies on my turn 1. Not a bad start. Shaman for 5 extra cards. Shaman is actually easy target for my opponent, Raikou. Should I go for another Shaman this turn or not? I guess I don't want to do that yet. I will just use my Chilling Side. Oh, luckily he didn't wake up. I will just use my Chilling Side, and I will try to remove my Articuno from play with the Super Scoop Up on my next turn, and I will try to actually Quaking Punch my opponent. Or I will even just go straight away, so there's a Wally for the Magneton, or I will maybe just go straight away with my Grenade Hammer, but I can't knock him out, so I need to get my Garbodor as soon as possible in play. Because without Garbodor, actually, I'm in a kind of bad position. So this is going to be a Ultra Ball for Trubbish. And yeah, I mean, I will just give my opponent a chance to draw a fresh new hand of 6 new cards with my VS Seeker 4N in this situation. So let's see what I can top deck. Energy, Super Scoop Up, Max Elixir, very nice. So if I can hit heads on that Super Scoop Up, I can actually knock out my opponent, but that's not going to happen. I can try to go with 1 more Max Elixir, so there is 1 more energy, and I can go with another round of Shaman EX. Even I don't want to do that, I will just do that. There's Escape Rope. I can get rid of my Articuno from the active, and I can knock out either way, my opponent Raikou or Quaking Punch that Kingdra. Both situations are good. So I guess I will just use Grenade Hammer right there. 30 damage to Articuno, 30 damage to Shaman. I can scrap that damage easily from my Articuno next turn with that Rough Seas, but from the Shaman, it's another story. And there's a Garbodor, so actually very good. Very good. All I really need is to get rid of that Raikou from play. So, will I be able to do that? Who knows? There's an Evosoda, so right now he can use that Magnezone. Oh my goodness. But he needs a lot of energy cards in order to knock out my Shaman. Oh, my Seismitoad. Not a Shaman. So there's a Max Elixir. And this is a Energy Poach. I really like this card. When your Pokemon is knocked out, you can put all energies from that Pokemon back into your hand. So there's 2 more Lightning Energies. Yeah, I definitely need somehow to... I need to no item lock my opponent, but I need to shut down that Magnezone ability. And from that point of the game, I'm pretty happy. So this is going to be 80, 150 damage right now. 170. Can he find any more energy? And Fan Club. Who knows? He maybe plays Shaman. No. Fan Club for nothing, so it's going to be 170 with Thunderlance. And I definitely need to find a way to shut down my opponent. Magnezone. This is the only way that I can actually win somehow in this game. I'm going to attach one of my energies onto the Articuno, and I'm going to play my Ultra Ball desperately right here for those 2 energies. For another Shaman EX. Before I play my Shaman EX, I don't know if I want to discard that tool. Well, I will definitely discard it with my Xerosic. And I'm looking for any kind of tool so I can attach it to my Garbodor. Yes, there it is. There's a Floatstone. I can say bye-bye to my opponent Raikou, but I can also say bye-bye to my opponent ability from that Magnezone. So he lost all of his energies, but he also lost that ability, and there's just victory, of course. You can't expect nothing else, because I was able to discard that Energy Poach with my Xerosic, and I was able to shut down that ability with my Garbodor, and from that point it's pretty much GG for my opponent. So once again, there is a full deck list for that Seismitoad Garbodor deck. I hope you guys enjoy watching it. It was actually fantastic to play with it. I feel very happy about this deck and how consistent it is and how actually good it works. Unfortunately, I was not able to record very long games, but at least I gave you some quick short games where you can actually see deck in action against a lot of decks who actually depends on those abilities and item locks. So yeah, in this last game I was actually able to knock out that Raikou, scrap that tool with the Xerosic, and also shut down in a single turn that ability on that Magnezone, Magnetic Draw or something like that. Not sure how the ability named is, but actually it was kind of fantastic. So I hope you enjoyed watching it. So yeah, pretty much stay tuned for more videos. I will definitely upload a new video for tomorrow. Don't forget to like this video if you like it, or dislike if you don't like it. And if you already didn't subscribe, please subscribe to my channel for more fishy videos and to support me in building new videos. So till the next time, have a nice day, see you in the next video, and goodbye guys.